In this tutorial, we'll cover two features in Blender. One is a helpful visual tweak for organization, and the other is an essential workflow for managing multiple cameras. So first, let's talk about organizing complex scenes with random colors. When you're working with a complex model like this T-Rex skull, the default gray shading can make it difficult to distinguish between different pieces of the scene. So to keep things visually organized, I like to introduce random colors. So let's go to the Viewport Shading icons, these four icons up here in the top right of the 3D view. Let's click the down arrow, and you can see that our object color is currently set to material. I'm going to set that to random, and you can see that when we have a different object, it assigns a random color. It's a pretty limited range, but it really helps to visually distinguish the different objects in my scene. It doesn't affect our final render, but it does make it much easier to see where one part ends and another begins while you're modeling. Now, second, let's talk about working with multiple cameras. If a client or an assignment requires multiple angles of your model, you don't need to move the same camera back and forth. Instead, you can use multiple cameras and switch between them. So I have one camera in this scene. You can see I'm looking through it right now. I can position my camera by hitting Shift tilde, and then I can use my WASD keys to navigate around my scene and create my best camera angle. That enables walk navigation, Shift tilde. I click to confirm my position, and then I'm going to add a new camera now by hitting Shift A, and I'm going to scroll down to where it says camera, and I'm just going to add a second one. You can see now I've got a second camera in my scene. Let's tumble our view, and let's move this camera around a little bit. You'll notice a difference between these two cameras. The one on the right is our active camera, and it has a filled black triangle above it, while the other camera has an empty outline. The filled triangle is what indicates the active camera, which is the one that Blender will use if we hit render. So to switch cameras, we can select the camera that we want to become active in our 3D viewport or in the outliner. Let's see, where is that camera located? There we go. So we select the camera, and then we can right click on it and select Set Active Camera. We can now use walk navigation to position this the way we want. The other thing we can do to set an active camera is we can actually press Control and numpad 0, which does the same thing. That's our shortcut for setting the active camera. Or we can also come over here to our outliner, and you'll notice that these little green camera icons next to our cameras are filled differently. One of them has kind of a gray field around it. That indicates that that is the active camera. So if I want to change my active camera, I can click on that icon for the camera, and it becomes the active camera. So that's three ways to switch the active camera. Now I'm going to show you one more method, and that involves animating the camera switch. So we can place markers on our timeline down here by using the M key, or by going to the marker menu and clicking Add Marker. So I'm going to put a marker at frame 72. Let's tap M. And you can see that marker is just called F72. It's named after the frame that it's on. And then at frame 144, I'll place another marker. And I can bind camera activation to these markers by using either the marker menu or by pressing Control B. So at frame 72, let's have the marker explicitly make this camera active. So we'll go Marker, Bind Camera to Markers. And then at frame 144, I'm going to select my other camera, and I'm going to hit Control B, which does the same thing. Whoop, Control B. I've got to put my... Well, apparently that's not working. Bind camera to markers. Okay, I'm not sure what I did wrong there. I think I had some sort of key combination, or I think I may have had a tool loaded already, but Control B is the shortcut. You can see that by looking in our menu here. Bind camera to markers, Control B. So now you can see that filled triangle transfers at frame 147. So if I happen to be looking through my camera and then I hit play, once it reaches frame 147, it switches to the new active camera, and that will affect our renders. It will render that way as well if we're rendering animation. So once your cameras are positioned, you can just render your image. And whatever frame we're on, it will just render from the active camera on that frame. This workflow allows us to maintain consistent angles for our projects without losing our previous setup. So I hope this is helpful, and happy blending.